Okay, I want to preface this by saying that I love practical jokes as much as anybody. However, sometimes they can be stretched a little bit far. For example, we went fishing a couple weeks ago, and a couple of my buddies thought it would be funny to not empty all the coolers and everything. So for 2 weeks, this cooler has been sitting in my boat with a couple of skipjacks in it. And this past week it has been 1,000,000 degrees. So you can imagine, I come out here to shoot this week's episode, that's what I'm finding in my boat. So we're going to explore it together because I haven't opened the lid yet. I can just tell you that I can smell it, and it is nasty. Probably the worst thing I've ever smelled. And I grew up on a farm, so this is what happens when you leave skipjack out in 1,000,000 degree heat for 2 weeks. I haven't looked in here yet, but you can tell by all the flies it's got to be nasty. Oh my god. Okay. Wow. That actually made my eyes water. Okay, that was nasty. Throwing it out. Let's get on with the episode. I know a couple weeks ago I did a how to season your net video. Well, I actually took my net fishing, as you would normally do, and threw into some unknown waters where I didn't know what the structure looked like underneath, and you guessed it, I caught a tree, a really big one. Okay, so repairing a cast net is a lot easier than people might think. A lot of it depends on how bad of shape your net is in, but a lot of people could save quite a bit of money if they just repaired their own stuff. Please, if it's salvageable, take it with you. Don't leave it in the river, in the lake, wherever you're at. Once I spread this out, you can actually see that about half of my net is trashed. This side stayed okay, at least the net did. The braille lines are pretty much toast over here, but this side over here is going to take some major repair, but that's fine. I'm going to show you how to do that. Now when I'm replacing my braille lines, I'm going to look to this separator here, and I'm going to pay attention, if they're still there, to where these braille lines are within the separator. Now this is a 7-foot radius net, and I've got 6 little spaces in here to separate across my braille lines across my lead line. Fed my braille line through the yoke, and here's my last braille line over here. So I'm going to count out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to attach this one right here, and I'm just going to put a square knot in here, probably 2 square knots. And I want to try to keep it, the inside of this, facing the horn. So when I tie my knots, it's not going to mess up the way that the braille line pulls in the lead line. Netting is not that difficult either, but it's much more time consuming than a braille line. So this is where you have to decide if it's worth your time to save the net or just pitch it and get a new one. What I like to do is I'll take my 15-pound mono here, and I'm going to clip off about, I don't know, 4 inches or so. And then I'm just going to do the same thing that I did with my braille line. When I'm repairing the net though, my personal preference is I want to go about no more than 2 or 3 mesh over. I'm going to stick my line through here, and then I'm going to match that up with the netting here. And put a couple square knots in. extra regular knot just for good luck. And then trim off my tag lines. Now you can see that this is going to give you a little different angle than your original net. Now once you break a net, it's never going to throw the same way. It's always going to cast a little rougher. So keep that in mind as part of the argument on whether you want to just trash this or you want to repair it. Now to me it's worth it. That's a lot of money that I'm saving by repairing this, and it's worth the time that it takes to fix this net. So other people might have different views, and that's, you know, totally up to you. It's whatever your time is worth. So to me it's worth it to go through and fix this, and I'm going to continue to fix the rest of this net, even though it's a big one, and I will have it ready for the next tournament. Okay, so that's how you repair a cast net. If you have any tips or different ideas that you do, please leave us a comment down in the section below there. Let us know, what size of mono do you use? Do you use mono? How do you repair your cast nets? Or do you just pitch them? You know, once you wreck them, you know, do you pitch them? I don't know. Let us know down in the comments. If you like what we do, if you want us to keep producing these, then subscribe right here. There we go. Yeah, press that subscribe button. There it is. And we really appreciate it, so thanks for watching. Also, today we launched our official team Facebook page, so swing by there. We'll put the link right here. Swing by there, give us a like if you want. You can keep up to date with everything that Team Thunder has. We'll put up updates, and there might be some contests and prizes in the future. Wink, wink. I don't know. Maybe that'll happen. I don't know. You won't know if you don't go over and like it. I don't know. So, yeah, keep us in mind. Thanks for watching, and see you next week. Buried that stuff. That's nasty. I can still smell it. It's wafting. It's wafting this way.